Welcome back to Feastables. Oh, Jesus. I'm fighting a man. Hold on.
I know.
I gotta steal this thing.
It was a dark nut.
It's a dark nut.
Yeah.
Dude, let me steal your thing.
He doesn't even have dark
This
nuts.
guy's not that dark, nor does he look nut-shaped.
He's Sea Dot.
What's Sea Dot?
Is
That's
that a
a
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Sea Dot Run. Oh, Sea Dot. I thought you were making a much more in-depth reference to something that I didn't know. And he's like, hey,
It's
you know,
Batman.
The funny little nut man.
Look,
with the feet.
he's Batman.
He does actually look like Batman. I will
He's
give
like
you that.
way more buff Batman.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
they're
that the
Dobermans
joke?
in
It's
this
supposed to
game,
be like
Dark
Dark Knight, but they call it Dark Nut?
So we were talking about a bunch of stuff within like the 30 seconds of the episode. Talking about how much we love having mold on our Feastables and how much we love going to the shops and we'll only buy products branded by YouTubers because that is what we want to see in our nutrition. I want to see Mr. Beast's face smiling at me when I buy my shitty chocolate bar. That's what I aspire for. That's what I want. I want to be sold products by Mr. Beast. Why doesn't anyone get that? That's what we should all want out of life. And we were talking about how we all want marketable plushies of ourselves, and how Frank has got to transform himself into a marketable plushie just for that.
Whoa! Don't turn me into a marketable plushie!
Oh shit! Wait, no. Hold on, no, it's fine.
You locked yourself out of the house again?
No, I forgot that guy over there.
Oh.
He's waiting for me.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my little man.
He's crying.
He is crying.
You still haven't changed out of your pajamas yet.
Yeah, we're getting there, man.
Is it?
So impatient.
Does it just come with the Master Sword?
It comes really soon.
Right.
We're still at the beginning of the game.
It doesn't
Not
come
too
very
early, though.
soon. It comes exactly when it
Girls don't
intends
like it
to.
when you come too fast.
Exactly.
Because the
It's like
second
the
you
beginning
put
of
on the
Skyward
green
Sword, you know,
tunic,
it's
you're
just
gonna
really,
come.
really long before you get your green tunic. You know, we're getting a Twilight Princess, you're running around in your dumb outfit for like 10 years, and
Yeah.
then you're a wolf for like 9 more.
Yeah.
I think that our characters would look really good as plushies, particularly mine.
Yeah. I want to see Frank's as a plushie.
I would too. I'd like to stab little needles into it.
What the fuck?
Whoa, what the?
Huh?
That was weird. Anyway, yes, I would like a plush of Frank because I think it'd be very cute, and I'd put it on my bed, and I would give it little kisses every single night, and hope that Frank would feel it in real life.
That is
Yes.
like the worst idea you could have.
Would you rather I do that or put needles in your eyes? Okay, it's one or the other, nothing in between. I think that my character and your character lend extremely well to be a plush. I don't think Frank's does at all, and that's why I want his the most.
Yes. I mean, Frank's character in like everything
It's
is
so complicated.
It's part of the fun.
It is.
It's always like you need, like, all the colours of the
trick,
rainbow.
the trick that I use to drawing Frank's character, I'm assuming he'll approve of it. I use Brooke as like the kind of idea with Brooke's.
Yeah, I
like,
kind
drawing
of
her very
get
mouth.
that. Yeah.
Is Brooke from D&D?
Yep,
One
the end One Piece.
I have not seen much One Piece, so that's the next quest. Is
Watch all of One
is
Piece.
for me
like
to watch all of One Piece. Now Liam's watched all of One Piece and is completely caught up. Now it's my turn, and now it's you guys' turn to watch all of How I Met Your Mother.
You know, that's fair because I've literally never seen a single episode of it in my entire life. And it's funny because like I know you and Aaron both love that show to death.
That's because we're both just romantics.
Okay. If that's what that is.
I mean, it is just a funny show, but
Presume
it's
so. It's
not.
one of the most critically acclaimed sitcoms of all time, though.
It's also, I find with American comedies, sometimes they hit the right notes for foreign audiences and sometimes they don't. Like, I feel like something like the US version of The Office hits really differently to the way the UK version, but I didn't even like the UK version that much.
I mean, The Office is another one of those famous sitcoms that everyone on Earth has seen except for me.
Same here,
So that's an
buddy.
interesting question, and I'm curious to see what Frank says because I'm genuinely curious. Do you prefer American comedies or British comedies, both of you?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really watch a lot of shows in that vein. Really
Well, I
chime
might
in.
have to write a list for you then, Frank. I usually go for British, usually.
I definitely do. I'm a big British.
But there are
comedy guy.
some American shows that I'm like, this is fucking funny. I love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I've talked about it before. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's one of my favorite shows ever. But I also really, really love a lot of British comedies. One of the British comedies I watch like on a daily basis, which is not necessarily. I mean, it is a comedy and it is a show and it is British, but it's not like a sitcom. Is a QI. I just find it very, very funny,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
very informative too. I learned a lot. Can you motherfucking? Oh shit, Jesus Christ!
Mini
oh,
boss.
Oh wait a second. Can I do this room? No, these are just freaking Amos knights.
They're
Almost.
pajoblins.
They're not even fighting me, dude. What the heck?
Like from Doctor Who, the Amos things they put in the cars that tried to choke out. Actually, they tried to convert Earth into a breeding planet for the Sontarans.
I do not remember that. I gotta admit, when this wow, a treasure chart, that was fucking worth it.
Stephanie, when he opened the chest and made the noise, cut to the outro. Those they got holes in them, like
It's for sticking your little penis.
It's the Temple of Time in Twilight Princess, right?
Oh yeah, well this came first, but that's an interesting idea that like you can put the little Dominion rod.
This is Tower of the Gods, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's some bit more to the similarities.
Well, the Temple of Time is the Temple of Time. The Tower of Gods is the Tower of Gods.
Yeah, it's a freaking laser wall, like in Temple of Time, Twilight Princess.
I love Twilight Princess so much. Why don't you freaking marry it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't think it's legal to marry digital.
This guy out here,
video
like,
games.
oh, we should do freaking Twilight Princess 2. Get over yourself, bro. Actually, that would be kind of fun because we could do it with Frank. You know what, Stephanie? Delete Wind Waker. Insert Twilight Princess footage right here.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Welcome to Twilight Princess for everyone, Frank edition. There's actually a lot of games I kind of want to do again now that we have Frank.
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yes. You know what? Well, actually, I don't want to play that until.
Oh, like the 3D remake.
Well, I guess just some kind of port in a modern system that will be easy for us to record on. Which they do. They have Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3. We can play no questions asked.
Can we please get a version of Luigi's Mansion 1 that came out in the last decade?
Well, there is one. Well, actually, did it come out in the last decade? I don't know. The last decade has been a blur for me. I don't know about you guys.
It means it has to have come out 2015 or later.
Yeah, I don't know. When did the remake come out? Frank,
No,
be the man in the chair.
What's it called? Just Luigi's Mansion?
It's called Luigi's Mansion HD, I think. Or 3DS, one of those two. Frank is the man in the chair.
I mean, yeah, I can look it up. Yeah.
Frank's got one of those keyboards that makes that really loud noise now.
Yeah,
And then he's got a
it's
YouTube channel with
$10 keyboard.
50 million views. Actually, I reckon my keyboard's $10 too. And I reckon it's lasted like literally. I think that keyboard, the keyboard I use, is a bit over a
Actually, I
decade.
don't know if it's $10. It might be $7. It was literally the cheapest keyboard I can get.
I need to get a keyboard for my Photoshop machine.
Oh,
Because now I just use the on-screen keyboard.
for reference, by the way, when Mabini says the Photoshop machine, he's talking about his old computer.
Yeah.
Because I used to have my old computer. I also called the Photoshop machine because that's all it
Yeah.
was used for in the end.
But now that's my new computer. the
No,
Photoshop machine.
I keep
Or is
telling
that-
you, I did not give you my old computer because that would be like giving a person a piece of, like an apple core and saying, "Here, eat up, buddy." The computer I gave you is perfectly fine. Well, maybe not, but it's not. I didn't.
So it was only remade for the 3DS, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was October 12th, 2018.
Okay,
About a
so it was the
decade.
last decade. There you go. And I played the ever-loving shit out of that. But until they port it to Switch or Switch 2 or whatever comes first. Actually, you know what? What do you guys think? Genuinely, like, knowing Nintendo, what do you think of the odds that they finally put a GameCube emulator on Switch 2?
I mean, they theoretically could. I'm pretty sure I've heard news that Dolphin has gotten so good that it can play every GameCube game.
Yeah, but they wouldn't
now.
use Dolphin. Or maybe they would. I've heard that
Well,
they've used
I don't know if you know this, and I need to remind you, when they did the Nintendo, like, N64 shit, it's just an emulator.
I do remember that,
But
yeah.
they're running it
And it was a
through-
really bad one, too.
Yes, correct. I think it's, like, not impossible, but I also feel like they're not going to do it unless they somehow, like, I don't know, absorb Dolphin.
I just feel like,
or
why haven't they
something.
done it yet, you know? Instead, they just keep doing, like, HD remakes and stuff. That's why everyone's like, oh, I hope they add, like, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to the, you know, remake for Switch. And it's like, I kind of want them to just...
fucking Wii U.
Well, exactly. But, you know, the idea is like, oh, you know, the Wii U, didn't sell very well, so everyone's like, oh, we want all those games on the Wii U to come to Switch.
Well, the Switch has a store, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's probably... So the Switch, when the Switch is the Switch 2, that's a real thing, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
coming out. So everything will still be on the Switch store. So you'll just be able to download it straight from that store.
Well, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess isn't available, and everyone wants them to be. But I just want a GameCube emulator, dude. I don't necessarily care if it's the HD remasters or not, because I mean, there is argument to be made that, you know, the original Wind Waker looks better than this one. I personally, I see the beauty in both. I see the beauty in Link's eyes. Oh, okay. You're just gonna look.
Whoa.
Give me the side eye, you bastard. Fuck you.
His eyes just suddenly.
He rolls like, yeah.
So clear. Stephanie's gonna have a really bad time, and maybe Frank can hear it too. Me chewing into the microphone.
Oh, this will just mute your audio. We can do that now.
I cannot hear the chewing.
I have stopped. That's why.
It's also Discord doesn't pick up small things.
Oh, okay.
Or at least you can change its sensitivity. It's the whole thing. It's like, guys, guess what? We got 2 microphones for the first time in 15 years, basically,
Yeah.
or 14. Oh my god, that laser beam just shot that.
If you want to be a stickler for wording, technically 3 microphones.
Oh, that's true. Frank's got a microphone too. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I've not
He's
been
not
communicating
actually-
through psychic communications.
He's not actually shouting across the entire world.
Speaking of Switch 2, has
You're
anyone
gonna
seen?
fight against
Did
God.
anyone see the Nintendo Direct the other day?
I saw it. I stayed up late at night, and then
It's
I was like,
Handman.
"It is Handman. It's Mr. Hands. Don't call him that, but do because it's funny." Yeah. So Switch 2 Direct is coming out in like 3 days or something, but they
Yes.
had a Switch 1 Direct like 2 days ago. And I stayed up late at night and I watched it, and I almost fucking left when I saw everybody's golf because I'm like, I'm so bored. But it was alright. It was an okay Direct. It was pretty well as good as I expected it to be.
Prime 4 looks really cool.
Yes.
So is that for all that's for the Switch 1?
Yes.
Well,
So
people are speculating that Prime is not coming out on Switch 1 because they didn't give a release date, even though it's released this year. So people are speculating that they're going to give the date when they would give the release date for the.
no,
So-
I think it's the opposite. I think it's confirmed that it's definitely for Switch 1 and might be cross-compatible with 2.
Is it actually was it explicitly a Switch Direct or was it a Nintendo Direct?
It was. Good question.
It was
Because
just
it
a
might have been
Nintendo
like an
Direct.
overall thing, and then and then the other one specifically a Switch 2 Direct.
Well, I think that they have like logos and stuff saying like, oh, you know, it's coming out on Switch, where it's like it hasn't confirmed. There's no confirmed Switch 2 games as of yet, but in a couple of days there probably will be when this episode goes up. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4, I'm excited about. Oh, Legends ZA, more info on that. Well, kind of. I don't know. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, maybe we should say when we play Pokemon. Fuck me. But sorry, I'm a little out of practice.
Oh.
I don't understand like what Pokemon Legends means. You know what I mean? What does Legends mean, Because it's like, first everyone was like, okay, so the Legends series means it takes place in the past, but that's not the case at all, because not only does Legends ZA take place in modern times, we even know for a fact that it takes place after Gen
Well,
6.
it's still in the past, right? Because this is supposed to
Nope.
be. I thought the whole premise is that it's building towards the cooperation between Pokemon and people.
It's confirmed to not be, because AZ is in it, and he's got his Floette or whatever it's called. Which, if you remember, he was like the immortal guy. If you don't remember, I don't blame you, because the story of that game is insane. But there was an immortal guy who had lost his Floette, and he's part of the meme where it's like, it's been 10,000 years. You know that guy? So he's back in ZA, and he's got his Floette that he was missing, which he gets at the very end of X and Y. So Legends isn't about a game set in the past. And even if it was the past, it's like super futuristic, so what's the point anyway?
Well,
Because
because
it's like, okay, well maybe Legends means like, oh, it's more about, it's focused on catching Pokemon than battling. But now Legends EA's got a whole fucking battle royale concept where it's all about battling, and it's like, okay, then fucking what does it mean? Like, I don't know. Is it open world? Kinda, except you're stuck in one city. Granted, it's a big city, but I don't know. It's kind of less interesting. It's not really stylized either, like Arceus. I don't know. I'm just very skeptical about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like they have to do something, because I don't think it's gonna be interesting if it all takes place in the city. We've only seen stuff in the city as highlights of what you do in the game. So,
You know what I think we should do when we go to the city? Is escape from it. Stephanie, put in City Escape. Thank you. Do I do that enough for you?
No. Stephanie, put in Live and Learn.
Yeah. Stephanie, in this episode.